Well, back with the ending of the night. So I went through the seals, and like I said, I want to be as transparent as possible, as clear as possible. The little spring, the little retention coil that goes on the inside had fallen off on this one. I put it back on. Then I went back to the other one to inspect it, and it had also fallen off on the inside. Except that one had actually been pinched in. Thankfully, I was able to use a very small flat tip, very small. It's wherever it is. There it is. So here's a regular flat tip, and here is one of my work flat tips. And I was able to get this very simply into the seal where it was nice and set, and run it around gently to the part that had been pinched in. And I was able to get it back on. Everything good. That would have been a major fail right there. So I was able to fix the seal on the lip on both sides. This one hadn't been pinched, but that one was. Fixed it, no leaks. Put the spring back on, put the clip back on, put the dust boot, and came back to this one afterwards to make sure that it hadn't been pinched, and in fact it was not. It seems like it had just grabbed on a little bit, enough to remove the spring, and then it came back as I put the inner sleeve in. Okay, so this is how it sits now. I torqued the brackets for the top and bottom. I torqued these M6s. I think I put like 15, 17 pounds or something like that. And I alternated one, then the other one, then the other one, then the other. And I did the same torque for the top one. On the clip-ons, they're 4mm M4. They are, I think I did those to like 7. That's what felt right. I torqued that guy to 40 and made sure to, if you don't have the huge hex, this big Allen that goes into this side to hold it while you tighten this, what I did was I left these loose. I tightened those just by hand with the Allen key, and then began to tighten this one. Then I would go back and back it off, and the arm would move just enough back. And then I'd retighten them by hand so that it wouldn't spin. Then torqued this one again to 30, 34, 40 pounds. I can't remember right now, but then I would loosen these again, and maybe it moved a hair. Then tightened it again, reran it, was fine. Went ahead and loosened, and then alternated torqued, and then alternating torqued on these, and everything's good so far with this. The brakes right now are grabbing a little bit, but everything seems to have worked out just fine with this. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna call it a night because I'm beginning to lose track of what it is that I'm doing. But I wanted to finish this because even though I can't keep track of what else I'm doing, I can keep a straight head on finishing one piece. Now, I believe that the forks on this called for 7 or 7.5, whatever the Japanese or the KYB, whatever the manual said. I went ahead and I ran 15 because I want it a little bit stiffer. Right now I have the damp and rebound backed off all the way. The bottom one is right there, and these are the top. So I'm gonna have it at the softest because I went with at least a double on viscosity. Other than that, just make sure you clean the insides of these because the oil's probably gonna look pretty ugly. Got some hints of it here and there. That's stain. This was just red like that, and this is how it looked after I ran it through. Then I ran a cut up t-shirt through it, and then I ran some microfiber through it. Other than that, I mean, forks are pretty damn easy on these. I've done them on Suzuki's, and I can't even remember how I did those, but I remember it being just an extra step or something. I cannot remember what all, but this one was very simple. Remove the top cap, drain it, apply pressure while you're removing the bottom Allen bolt, and it just comes apart completely. Yeah, that's about it. Tomorrow I will continue to do a lot of other stuff because I still have not received the dowel, and I still have not received the tensioner in here. So I'm going to continue with everything else. I am expecting to get the integrated tail light where it has the blinker integrated into it as a brake light and running light. I'm going to remove the stock, big old ugly guys like those. I also got the flush turn signals for the fairings, plastics, whatever you want to call them. I ordered the other bracket of this through the Yamaha warehouse, whatever, because it's missing on this side. Gonna wrap the exhaust, and just continue from there. I want to get ahead before I get the other things and begin to forget things here and there. Okay, guys, I will post this video, and I will continue to follow through. And like I said, when I make mistakes, I'm perfectly okay with showing them, because by no means am I an actual motorcycle mechanic. So, but I am enjoying the experience, and if I was to run into something that I was not confident with, I would definitely look it up, look in the manual, or call one of my local motorcycle shops, which I got Family Power Sports. Just went to the pit stop, so they would possibly give me some information for free, answer some of my questions. But that's what I would do if I ran into a position where I didn't know what to do. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is to save money and to educate myself into what I have. That way, if I run into an issue, I can only thank myself. So, but everything's going good so far. Well, guys, it's about to be 1. I'm out of here. Peace.